Good morning, guys. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. Just been doing some PE in the hall. Make sure I've got here's the planning sheet. It's okay, guys.
So you go to Mr. C?
Yeah, if you go and get those laptops set up, that's good. Morning. I'll put my live stream on so I can see who's here. Get this computer in place. Put that down like that. Clean this board up. What day is it? Wednesday. '20th. Ooh, exciting day. Very exciting day today. Good morning. I'm going to get my phone's chat on so I can see everybody who is talking. A bit hard for me to read from over there. Thank you to those of you in Ireland for supporting us. Let's get this on. Just been playing tennis with year 5 and 6, so I'm a little bit out of breath and sweaty. Let's get this. Let's have a look who is in the chat. My phone's being super slow. I'll come and have a little look over here. Good morning, Mikhail, Mohammed Mikhail. Very good to see you. Ramin, good morning. Hassan, good morning. We've got Sadia, lovely to see you. Shazia Akhtar, good morning. Anas, good morning. Good to see you. Ridwan, lovely to see you on here. Arif is here. Muna, good morning. Imran, lovely to see you. Who else have we got? Biden is president at noon. Remember, it's noon American time, which I think works out as about 5 p.m. British time, because obviously they're in a different time zone to us. You're absolutely right. At noon is it noon? Yes, I think it is in noon. You're absolutely right. In America, Joe Biden will be president. Let's have a look. Who else is in the chat? Ishmael A. Good morning, Ishmael A. Don't keep spamming the chat, but good lad. Morning. Samuel, good to see you. Morning, Omar. Good morning, Khadija. Good morning, Dawud Ali. Good to see you. Ayana, good morning. Moon is here. Mr. Ayub was saying that Trump is dead. Trump is definitely not dead, but he's no longer president. So that's gone from him. Mariam, good morning. Good to see you here. Amin Al-Goni, good morning. Ayub, hello, good to see you. Mariam, good morning. Ramin Zayman, good morning. Ahil, hello. Musa, it's so early. It is not so early. I've already been teaching for an hour and a half. It's pretty late, really. We're doing quite a late live stream. We should probably get this a little bit earlier, maybe starting at 9 at some point. Good morning, Tabor, good to see you. Who else have we got? Mariam, good morning. Anjuman. Today is the 20-something in America. In America, what's going on? Of course, it's the day when Joe Biden becomes president. We no longer have Donald Trump as president. Quite a big day, isn't it? For a lot of you, you'll only really remember Donald Trump. Does anyone know who was president before Donald Trump? Does anyone remember who was president before Donald Trump? Good morning to Subhan. Good to see you. Yes, who else have we got here? Harris is here. Ramin is here. I need to open the window. It's a bit hot. Good. Trump was bad, yeah. Weirdly, still loads of people voted for him. So even though we over here in Britain think he was bad, lots of people in America really liked him. He got a lot of votes. Good morning, Khadija. Yeah, it's good to see you. Who else is here? Ayub said what? I hope we are all saying nice things in the chat. I'll go back and I'll have a look in the chat to make sure that we're all saying nice things. This isn't a really important thing, by the way, is being polite online in the exact same way as you would be polite in real life. If you wouldn't say something to somebody's face, then you don't type it and say it online. We've had to talk to a few children all across the school for writing comments. One thing is often people, when they're at home and they're in front of a computer, they feel this sense of security, like they can say anything and do whatever they want. But we can always find out who said it. And I don't just mean the school, I mean the government, I mean people, companies. If you go around saying mean things and horrible things online, you will end up getting found out. Also, it's just not polite, is it? One thing that we really try and encourage in this school is living in a happy, healthy, kind of happy environment. Yeah, we support British values of being kind to other people, loving your neighbor, supporting people, doing to other people what you would want to be done to yourself. If you wouldn't want someone else to say it to you, don't say it to someone else. It's as simple as that. Let's have a quick look. Mr. Dorjan, it's Amara. Good morning, Amara. Good to see you. The year 4 are doing a live stream. You're absolutely right. Year 4 and year 2 are doing a live stream today. So we're setting a bit of a trend here. We're getting people doing live streams all across the school, which is great. I know Mr. Moore is going to be doing one today. Mr. Keeling is also going to be doing one. So keep looking out for those. I'm excited to see Mr. Moore's. Samuel, your first time being on the chat. Good to see you. Yes, Anas, well done. Barack Obama was the last president. You're absolutely right. Boris Johnson is the British Prime Minister. Of course, we're talking about America, not Britain, for today. Good morning to Isa 3C. Hello. How are we doing for time? Oh, it's already 2:10. It's Rania. Hello, Rania. Good to see you. Musa from 4M. Hey, Musa. Lovely to see you on the chat. That's great news. Hope you're going to go and join Mr. Moore after this as well on his live stream as well. Yeah. People who are inviting people over to other people's houses, remember, it's lockdown. We can't go around to people's houses. That's not something that we can do. Good morning to, Harris Reader. Okay, guys, it's about time that I'm going to start. Safia, good to see you. Whoa, there's been loads of chat. Miss Duncan is here. Good to see you, Miss Duncan. Good morning. I'm sure Miss Cho is here as well. Yes, Year 4 is doing a live stream. People who are saying that it's not, but yes, it is. Year 2 are also doing one as well. Year 4, I think, have done live streams all this week. They've been doing it on Monday and Tuesday. I know Mr. Moore's been doing it. We've been talking to him all about it. Do news now, Alicina. Does that seem like a polite way? Is that what you would say to me in class? Is that the way you would communicate with me? Remember, anything that you write online, you should think, would I say that to the person to their face? If you wouldn't say it to their face, don't write it online. Okay, it is time, however, for the news. And what is the news today? Well, of course, the big news that we have all been talking about building up. It is the 20th today, which means that it is Donald Trump's inauguration. Not Donald Trump, it's Joe Biden's inauguration. That's a complicated word, isn't it? Inauguration. And what this means is that today will be the day when Joe Biden becomes president. I'm just trying to look and check for my notes because I wrote down all my news on here. See if that will open up. There it all is. Yeah, so it's the day when Joe Biden becomes president. Of course, in the last election in America, Trump lost. Joe Biden got more votes than any president in history. So he becomes a new president. And we'll have to see if the world is going to change now that we've got a leader who is a little kinder, a little nicer, who cares a little bit more about the world and people. I think we'll have a little debate about some things that go on in America in a bit. So yeah, obviously security in America is really high at the moment. They've had to bring the army in because Trump supporters are quite aggressive people. They carry guns and things. That's allowed in America. Trump won't be there to say congratulations to Joe Biden. It'll be the first time in 100 years that a president hasn't been there to say well done to the next president, because he's a bit of a sore loser, isn't he? You know, like when we're playing sports, if we're going and playing another school or we're playing another team in another class, it doesn't matter if we win or lose. At the end of it, we always go and shake hands. We say, well done. We congratulate. Yeah. It's about being humans and being together. Even if we lose, we shouldn't be sad about it. We need to congratulate the person who won. What else have I written about it? Trump's been, as power of a president, one of the things a president can do, they can pardon someone. And what that means is even if they've committed a really bad crime, if the president pardons you, he says, you have been pardoned, then all of your criminal record goes. So he's got some people who are in jail. He's going to pardon them. People who have done really bad things who Trump likes, he's pardoning them, and it means that they're going to be free. So I wonder how we feel about that. Hey, another piece of good news that I read today, electric car sales have been going through the roof. There has been a 43% increase in car sales. 43% increase in electric car sales. And this has been at the same time as car sales generally in lockdown have been dropping, barely any. So even as fewer and fewer people are buying new cars, the cars they are buying are becoming more and more electric. Quick time for a chat and discussion here. Why are electric cars better than petrol cars or diesel cars? What is it about an electric car that makes me so positive and excited for the future? Why is it a good thing to have an electric car? Let's have a little look and see what you guys are thinking when it comes to electric car. Attic has immediately said no air pollution. Good lad. We've read stories in the past about people who've actually died from the air pollution, especially in big cities like Birmingham, in London, where there are so many cars going around. The sort of gas that comes out has all these little horrible particles that can get stuck in your lungs, in your throat, in your nose, and can be really bad for you. What else have we got? Musa, you shouldn't be talking about Roblox right now. You're in a lesson. No air pollution, lots of people have said. Yeah. No CO2, that is so important, yeah? It's the gases that come out of these petrol cars are really bad. Things like monoxide, things like CO2, harmful things that are really bad for the environment. Also, petrol, well, where does it come from? You can't just make it. Actually, there are ways to make it. We actually get it from the ground. We dig underground and we get oil out of the ground. There's only a limited supply of this in the world, okay? Once we run out of it, that's it. So it's polluting, it gives harmful gases, it gives off carbon dioxide, not good for the environment. And other people have said, yeah, because they're cool, because they're fast. It's absolutely right. Electric cars are actually going to be faster, they're really responsive, they've got really fast acceleration, so it's very exciting. The only thing we've got to make sure, how does an electric car get its energy? What are you thinking? I know people saying they don't know driving. So if you've got an electric car, think about your mobile phone. Your electric car gets the same way. How does your electric car get its energy? What are we thinking? Yeah, the petrol will finish eventually. You're absolutely right. How does an electric car get its energy? Charger. Yeah, superchargers. Yeah, through a charger. It needs to get its energy from the electricity that we get from the plugs, basically. Now, it might be good to get rid of petrol, but we've got to think, where is the electricity from the plugs coming when we charge it? Now, in Britain, we've been doing a lot to build these huge, you might have seen them all over the place, these huge windmills. And these windmills, which we're building in the sea, we build on the land, they can get energy from the wind, which is fantastic because that produces no pollution. We've also, you might see on top of houses, you might sometimes hear a house, you might see that they've got these kind of black things on their roofs. They are solar panels as well, which are a really good way also of getting energy. We have nuclear power stations. We've got all sorts of different power stations. Sometimes, though, we get energy from these big buildings that burn coal and emit lots of smoke and pollution. So what we're trying to do in this country is stop burning coal and oil to get our electricity, and we're trying to move to getting electricity from green resources such as wind and solar. Okay, next thing. I'm going to congratulate some of you for the work that you've been producing. Are you okay? What's wrong?
I can't find no headphones.
Okay, get Miss to help you. I'm going to congratulate some people for the work they have been doing. There has been some amazing work being sent in. We've got Asia from 3D, who has been producing some lovely pieces of work. Now, this is a metaphor. Can anyone work out what the metaphor is? Anyone work out what the metaphor is, perhaps? Don't worry, those of you who are late. It seems to be raining something. Something is going on. What is happening? What have we got? Any chat? No, people not quite sure. That's absolutely fine. Wind, maybe? What else have we got? Don't worry if you're late. See if anybody in the chat works out what it is. No idea. Well, that's absolutely fine. Don't worry. It's raining cats and dogs. Can you see that it is raining cats and dogs? If someone says it is raining cats and dogs, it means it is raining loads and loads. Yeah, I really like that. That's a metaphor. We say that sometimes. It's raining cats and dogs. What a fantastic metaphor that's been drawn. We've also got a bit more work that was done on the lungs. We've got drawings and information. We have got, what else have we got here? Let's have a look. Oh, some people have been sending me in work on the heart, which was the homework that I asked you to do. So we've got Ayub there, who's done loads of research on the heart. It's got a title, it's got subheadings. Everyone knows that the heart is one of the most important organs in your body. I can't quite read all that because of the way I photocopied it, but that is absolutely fantastic work. We've got letters here that have been written. There's a letter from Ayub to Mrs. Patterson. So I will get that over to Mrs. Patterson so she can have a little look at it. Sultan Sanjar has been doing some fantastic work with similes and metaphors, which is really, really good. Also, here is some of the division work that Sultan Sanjar has been doing using the number line. We're going to be looking a bit more of that in this live lesson. So congratulations for that. We've got, oh, wow, look at this from Tahira Khan in 3J. Some real good detailed information all about the heart. Let me read a little bit to you. It says, the human heart is the main component of the human's body's circulation system. We'll wonder what a circulation system is. We'll have to find out. The heart pumps blood through the human body via blood vessels. There's so much fantastic research that's gone into all of this. We've also got some information about personification that Tahira has done. We're going to talk a bit more about that today. What else have we got? Loads of work here. What is this? This is Jamila as well from 3P. She's drawn this fantastic drawing of a heart showing all the different sections of the heart. We've got bullet points for what the heart does down here, which I really like. We've got subheadings. We've even got the diagram is being labeled. What a fantastic work. Anas here has done another piece giving all of the key information, talking about how important it is that it has 4 chambers. We'll have to find out about those chambers later on. And what a fantastic drawing as well that we've got down there. So, oh, the wind is blowing my papers everywhere. I need to close this window. So, these are all the bits of work that the children have been doing. Keep sending them in to us, yeah? You can email them in at y3@anglesey.beham.school.uk, and I would really like to have a look at it. Some fantastic work there. Okay. First things first, we were looking at metaphors yesterday, and we remembered that metaphors are when we say you are something when you're not. So if we say you are a star, we don't actually mean you're a burning ball of gas. We just mean you're bright, you're fantastic, you're doing well. If I said, oh, he's such a dictionary or he's a walking dictionary, I just mean he's got loads of ideas, lots of things going on in his mind. Today, we're moving on to something called personification. Now, personification is a lovely thing. It's worth saying out loud if you can. Can you say it? Personification. Personification. Whoa, 6 syllables to the word. Personification. Gosh, 6-syllable word. That is a big one. Personification is really useful in your writing because it's all about building up detail, building up description. Just like a simile tells us more about what something looks like by comparing it, just like a metaphor gives us more detail, a personification tells us what something is doing by kind of linking it to a human characteristic. So you're saying, what on earth am I talking about there? Well, let's have a look at this. We've got some grass. Now, I might say that the grass is waving. The grass is waving in the wind, okay? Grass can't actually wave. That is a human thing to do, to wave, isn't it? Yeah, most animals and things can't actually wave. But if I said it's waving, I've got that idea. That's what the grass is kind of doing as the wind blows. It's helping to paint the picture in my head. The grass is waving. There we go. That's a little bit of personification. What about, I've got here these mountains, okay? The mountains are standing proudly in the distance. Standing proudly. A mountain can't stand. A mountain can't be proud. But I love the idea of this great rock standing there proud in the background, yeah? The mountain is standing proudly. That would be a really nice bit of personification to use in your writing. Okay, I've got one for you here. It is a tree. And what I would like you to do, could you give the tree any human characteristics? So could you describe any parts of the tree with human characteristics? Could you tell me something that it is doing using human characteristics? So we've got a tree there. How could you describe the tree, giving it some kind of human characteristic? Can I see if any of you can have a go at that? Yeah, someone said twigs, that's right, but how could I describe those twigs? The tree is breathing. I love that one. Okay, trees can't actually breathe, but in a way, they do take in carbon dioxide and give off oxygen. So I could say the trees are breathing. I like that. The tree is waving in the wind. I really like that one. The branches are holding out in front of it to cover the light. Yeah, this idea that the branches are holding something. This is really nice. What else have we got? The tree is carrying leaves. Good. Trees can't actually carry things, can they? But I like this idea that the trees waved its arms everywhere from Dawood Ali there, right? I love that. That's got two bits of personification. Trees don't actually have arms, do they? These are just branches. But I like the idea of calling them arms because I know what an arm looks like. And also that the arms are waving. The tree's arms are waving. Great personification. That's a good one. The tree is standing. Oh, I love this. This is really good. You guys have got some fantastic personification here. Now we've got there, the tree is green. That's true. The tree is green, but is green a human characteristic? Is that something that I'm linking to a human? So remember, each time I want you to think, does it link to a human? Again, absolutely. Miss Cho is totally right. Don't worry if you don't get it yet. We're going to keep doing some and you're going to start to get it. Hey, what about this? I'm going to pop a few pictures on the board for you. I have got a clock. Could you give that clock some human characteristics? I've also got here a car. And could you give that car some human characteristics? So you did some great ones there for the trees, about its arms, about its standing, about things. So what could the clock have? Could you say that the clock has something? Yeah, you're absolutely right there, Anita. It is a clock. So personification is when we give a human characteristic to something that's not human. So if I said the trees have arms or the tree's arms are waving, that is personification. What else have we got? Oh, the car roars, okay? A car cannot roar, but the sound of the engine sounds like a roar, doesn't it? Roar! I like that. That is such good personification. What else have we got? The car is running. The car was running down the street. Fantastic. You guys are getting this. You're doing really well here. The clock is moving its arms. That is from Tamina Chowdhury there. The clock is moving its arms. I love that. The clock doesn't really have arms, does it? But it looks like it could be moving arms. The car is moving like a human. But what is it that it's doing that is human? Okay. Is it running? The car is running. Maybe, let's say the car is going really slowly. What could I say about it going really slowly? When my eye go really, if I'm crawling, I could say the car is crawling down the street. Right? This idea of it crawling tells me it's going really, really slowly. Now we've got one there that says the clock moved. What's the human characteristic? What is the clock moving? I could say the clock is moving its hands, maybe. Yeah, the clock is moving its hands. The car is running. The clock's arms are bending. Oh, I like this. Oh, there's loads more here. I need to scroll down and look at them. The car is running fast. The clock is waving. The car is speeding by. What if I need to get, let's say, to the supermarket, okay? And it's a long way for me to walk. And I see the car there. The car is calling my name because I really want to get in it. I see that car and it's like it's saying, Mr. Jordan, get in me, drive. The car is calling my name. Sometimes I could say that about, let's say, a cake. I might say, the smell of the, or no, I might say, I saw the cake. It was calling my name. Yeah? Because it means it was like telling me, come to me, cake. Have you ever seen those cartoons where the smell of the cake wafts and it goes into the nose and you get brought along to the cake? Yeah? So I love that idea. The cake smell was reaching into my nose. Yeah, that idea of it reaching in and pulling me towards it. That is personification. So just to remind you, personification is any time when we are giving a kind of human characteristic, a human attribute to something that is not a human. Okay? Right. I know I rushed through that. We'll have a little look a bit more at personification tomorrow. Now that you've got a sort of general, slight idea of what personification is, what I would like you to do, I am going to link you now, and you know what, I'm just going to quickly find you it. On YouTube, we have a personification video where I have explained all about personification. I'm going to link, I've got the link here. Let me pop it in. I'm going to link the video into the live chat now, and I'm going to pin that video to the top. So for anybody who is still a little bit confused about what personification is, if you have a look at the top of the live chat, I have pinned you a link. Don't go on it now. I want you to go on it afterwards. You can use that to really slowly break down what personification is and get a bit of a better understanding for personification. It's all about building up description and building up a picture in the reader's brain about what is going on. I don't just talk about a tree. I say that the tree is dancing in the wind, yeah? And it tells me so much more about what's going on. Right, next, we are going to look at our maths. And of course, we are still doing division. In our maths, we are doing division. Right, we have the idea of what division is. It's when I share something into equal pieces, okay? So it's like I've got 2 lungs, I divide them by 2, and then we've got 1 lung in each hand. Or let's say I had 4 sweets divided by 2. Well, I would have 2 sweets in each hand because I'm sharing into equal amounts. Let's remind ourselves of what we started looking at yesterday where we used the number line. What we said yesterday, if I want to divide a really big number, I can use a number line to divide it and do it in chunks. So I'm going to model one now, and then you're going to have a little go at doing one. Yep, we're going to do some maths now. So this is my example question. Let's say I have 39 divided by 3. Now I think to myself, 39 is not in the 3 times table. It's not easy for me to do. If it was 12 divided by 3, I'd know the answer was 4. If it was 21 divided by 3, I know the answer is 7. I can think that because I know my times tables. But 39 divided by 3, I'm not sure. So what am I going to do? I'm going to use my number line. Here we go. I put 0 at the start, and I'm going to put 39 at the end. And what I'm looking to do is to see how many 3s are in that number. I'm going to chunk them and hand them out in 3s to people. Okay, imagine I've got 39 sweets, okay, and I've got 3 children. How am I going to give them out? Now, I could go around to each child and I could say, like this, here's my 3 children. I could go, right, you've got 1, you've got 1, you've got 1, you've got 1. Next, you've got 1, 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 you've got 1. But that is going to take me forever to hand it out like that. So we're going to hand these sweets out in chunks of 3. Okay, well, I know what 10 times 3 is, so that's my first chunk. I'm going to hand out 10 lots of 3. So there's my first thing. 10 times 3 equals 30. There's my first chunk of sweets that I've handed out. Okay, 10 times 3 equals 30. I've handed out 30 sweets. Have I got to the end of the number line? No. Remember, I'm always going to go 10 chunks, then 5 chunks, then 2 chunks, then 1 chunk. Can I hand out 5 chunks now? That would be 15. No, that's too many. Okay, can I hand out 2 chunks of sweets? Oh yeah, 2 times 3 is 6. So let's hand out 6 more. So 2 times 3, that gets me to 36. How many more do I need to get to 39? 3 more, so that's 1 lot of 3. 1 lot of 3. So how many 3s have I handed out altogether? I'm going to answer this. I've done 10, 11, 12, 13. So altogether, that is 13 sweets that I have handed out to each of the 3 people. 39 divided by 3 equals 13. Okay, I'm going to give you one to have a little go at doing the same method. Okay, I'll try and make it, well, I'm going to make it a little bit challenging to start with. I'll tell you what, shall I give you 2 options and you can choose whichever one you feel easier or better doing. So let's have a look. One option to do is going to be 26 divided by 2. A nice easy one there. So if you're struggling, then I want you to do that one. If you think you can do it, then I'd like you to have a go at this one, which is 56 divided by 4. So remember, for each of these, if you've got a piece of paper to do your number line, that's fine. If not, you can just chunk them by writing them down. What's the first thing you are going to do? And I'm going to have a little look in the chat now, and I'm going to see how are you chunking to get the answers to these questions. Let's have a little look at what people are saying. Ishmael A, please don't send lots of emojis. Ayab, again, you are just chatting about stuff that's not linked to this. I want you to focus on this. So how am I going to chunk these questions down? Have a go at this one if you're finding it easy. How am I going to chunk this number? Let's have a look at what other chats we've got. Division is hard for you, Ava. That's absolutely fine. Okay, we'll get there slowly but surely. Ava, did you watch the division video as well on YouTube that we made? It would be best to watch that nice and slowly so that you can pause it, rewind, look at it a little bit more. That's the one thing that I would recommend that you do. The dots are there but not showing up on camera. Oh, yeah, well, sorry. What do we got? Right, Ayab is saying 50 take away 10 is not quite not understanding that. So Anas, let's have a little go at the first one. So for this first one, I'm thinking, right, I'm going to get to 26. What can I do first? Well, I know that 10 chunks of 2 are 20. So I'm going to do 10 lots of 2. 10 multiplied by 2, that gets me to 20. Okay? How many more do I need? Oh, I need 6 more. Actually, I can do this in my head. 2 times what is 6? 2 times 3 is 6. So if I have 3 more 2s, that's going to get me to 26. So that must equal 13. What about the other one? Let's have a little look at that. How did we do it? How did we do the other one? Yeah, we've got the 2 one. How are we going to do this 4 one? So the first thing I'm probably going to do, I'm going to do 10 lots of 4, aren't I? So I'm going to do a chunk of 10 lots of 4. So if we do 10 4s, what's that going to get us to? Let's have a look. What are we going to do if we have 10 lots of 4? Ooh, interesting. Now, Abdul Mahaymin, I'm not sure why 50 times 4, that's not necessarily going to help us to get to the answer here. 4 times 10 is 40. Right, let's have a look at what Tamina Chaudhry has put. So she said, right, I know that 10 4s, 10 times 4 is 40. So I've got 10 lots of 4, and I've now got myself to 40. So I'm thinking, can I add another 10 lots of 4s? Another 10 lots of 4s would get me to 80. I can't do that. How many more do I need? Right, what's 5 times 4? 5 times 4 is 20. Nah, I can't do 5 lots of 4. What's 2 times 4? Well, 2 times 4 is 8. Can I add 8 to this? Yes, I can. So I'm going to do 2 lots of 4. That gets me to 48. Now, I wonder how many more I could do now. I'm going to just do it in chunks of 1. So if I add another 4, 1 times 4, that's going to get me to 52. If I add another 1 times 4, oh yeah, that gets me to 56. So how many 4s have I added? Let's have a look. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I've got 14 jumps of 4. 14 jumps of 4. So the answer is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 jumps of 4. How are we finding this, guys? Are we finding this a little bit tricky? I can see we're a little bit, maybe we're finding this a little bit hard. So I'm not going to push us on anymore. I was going to start looking at remainders today, but maybe what we'll do is we will save that and we'll look at remainders tomorrow. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We'll just do one more of these without remainders, and I want you to show me how you would do it. I'm going to pop one more up on the board, and I want you to think about that. Okay, and then what we'll do tomorrow, we'll start looking at remainders. Okay, let's make one that's sort of relatively easy. Okay, what about this one here? I want 45, and I'm going to divide it by 3. So 45 divided by 3. So what are the first chunks I'm going to do? You need to think in your head. Can I do 10 lots of 3? And what would that get me to? And then how close am I to getting to 45? Let's have a little look at the chat then. A lot of people saying easy, some people saying hard, which is absolutely fine. There is another video, which I was recommending to Ava as well. If you are finding it hard, there is a division video on the Anglesey Primary YouTube page that goes into this a little bit slower. I've done one. I think Mr. Moore has done one, and also Mr. Keeling might have done one. So you can check and see which level is best for you. So what's the first thing we're going to do with this? Dawud Ali has smashed it already. Let's see if some other people can work it out. Not even a teeny problem. Then show me the answer, please. Shamin, is that Yusuf or Shamin? Now 45 minus 3 equals 15. That's... I'm confused by that one. Don't worry if you're finding it hard, okay? We are going to go into this. I've got some other videos that are going to help you. Do not worry. People saying they're not quite sure. Some people are getting it, Anas's. A lot of people saying easy, but I don't see many answers. So can I see what I don't want the overall answer. I want you to show me what are the chunks that you are doing. What are the chunks you do to get to the answer? Good, Mikhail Mohammed, well done. This is hard, I don't know. Do not worry if you're finding it hard. Do not worry if you're finding it hard. Let's have a look at this. Let's break this down a little bit. So, first thing I'm going to do, I always go in this order. I say, can I have 10 lots? Can I have 5 lots? Can I have 2 lots? Can I have 1 lot? So, let's have a look. Can I make 10 threes? Well, yes, I can. Remember, my target is to get to 45. I know what 10 threes are. They are 30. So, that's the first thing I'm going to do. 10 times 3 is 30. What I've done here is I'm trying to work out how many 3s are in 45. Well, there's definitely at least 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 3s gets me to 30. I'm still not quite at the answer. Okay, could I put another 10 3s in there? Let's have a look. Another 10 3s would be 60. I can't do that. Can I have 5 3s then? What's 5 times 3? It's 15. 30, add 15. That's 45. So look, if I have another 5 3s, 5 times 3 equals 15, I get to 45. 10 lots of 3 is 30. 5 lots of 3 is 15. 30, add 15 is 45. So overall, there are 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 3s in 45. And what you can do, just to check that that's right, I could get a calculator. So for example, here is a calculator, and I could go, let's just check. 45 divided by 3 equals 15. Okay? So you can check if you got it right by doing that. Right, if you're finding this a little bit tricky, what I would like you to do after this live stream, as well as the personification video, which I've linked at the top, is I want you to have a little look for the division video and go through it. Miss Duncan did post it on the Year 3 class page yesterday, so go back and check that. There is also on the Anglesey Primary School website a division lesson that Mr. Moore has done, so it's worth checking that out too. And you know what, there's loads of other places where you can find out all about division. Well done, those of you who are doing really well. Okay. What we're moving on to now is the heart. So just a quick reminder then about the heart, because that was what we looked at yesterday, and the heart being, well, what do we think? Are we going to say the heart is the most important part of our body, the most important organ? What are you thinking, guys? I want to hear in your chat. Do we think it's the most important organ, or do we think there might be something even more important than the heart? What are you thinking? Rainbow freeze, the heart again. Not quite sure what that means. Yes, heart most important, do we think? Ayub is saying the brain. Yeah, no, Ishmael A, the brain. Yeah, lots of you people saying now you think maybe the brain is more important. Well, I think I agree with you. I think the heart might be maybe the second most important organ in our body, the brain definitely being the most important, because the brain, which is that thing that is inside your head, if I open this head up for you, you can see inside, oh gosh, the brain's falling out. This thing up here, this inside my head, the brain, this is definitely the most important organ in my body, because that is me. Everything that is me is inside this thing. This is very, very important. And maybe we'll do some research on that at some point. But I'm looking here maybe at what I would say would be the second most important organ in the body. It's known as the heart. You remember that you said that your heart is the size of your fist. You take your fist and you hold it here. That is pretty much where your heart is. The heart's job is to send blood all around your body. So if I draw a heart, it looks a bit like this. I'm going to draw this heart. Now, you might be thinking that is not a typical heart shape, but this is kind of what the heart would look like. And then I'm going to draw this down on this side. And then we've got another chamber here. It looks like this, and some valves over here. Now, the heart is a funny looking thing. And you can see inside it, there are actually 4 different chambers that pump blood all around your body. What happens, we were talking about the lungs before, which are this part of the body here. As you breathe in, you take in oxygen, okay? And what the heart is going to do is it is going to pump the blood in, and it's going to send the things over to your lungs. So first of all, the heart is going to send the blood into your lungs. The blood, the red blood cells, which look a bit like this, are these little trucks that run around your body, and they take oxygen to everywhere in your body. So you breathe in, oxygen goes into your lungs. Your heart, boom, 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 it sends the blood through into the lungs. The blood can then pick up all the oxygen from your lungs, from the air that you're breathing. It then takes that blood and it sends it back in, and then it pumps it all around the rest of your body. I might have got the arrows in the wrong order. You can prove that wrong to me. So the heart takes the blood, takes it into your lungs. Your blood picks up the oxygen, goes back into your heart, and then it gets spread all around your body. The heart sends blood up here to the brain to fill your brain with oxygen. It sends blood down all the way to the bottom of your toes to fill it with oxygen. It then is so strong because it is a muscle. It can squeeze the blood back up from every part, and then it sends it back into the lungs to get rid of the carbon dioxide and pick up more oxygen. Your heart is the thing that sends your blood all around your body. It sends the buses all over. It gives the energy so that your blood can spread everywhere. I don't know if any of you have ever tried standing upside down for too long, but you'll see if you stand upside down, your head will go red and fill with blood. Unlike bats, as humans, we have evolved to stand upright, which means that the heart is very good at getting blood up here, and it's designed to get blood all the way down your body. If you stand upside down for too long, it can be really dangerous because the heart is thinking, wait, what's going on? And it's struggling to get blood all the way to your toe, and it's filling your head up with blood. So best not to stand upside down for too long. So this is what the heart is, an amazing muscle working all the time. It has 4 chambers. It has valves in it so that blood can't go the wrong way. And some of you have done amazing research showing those valves in really great detail. The blue is actually blood that has been deoxygenated, and the red is the blood that has the oxygen on it. So the heart, what an amazing muscle, second most important organ in your body, and really something incredible. Now, I know that was really quick because I need to get back to class. So I've got a project for you to find out for me and do the research and send it in tomorrow. The thing I'd like you to find out about next, we're actually going to save the brain for a little bit later. The next thing is, ooh, all of this down here. It looks like worms and jelly. Sir, do you think this looks like kind of a wormy jelly kind of mess?
Yes.
Do you know what it is, sir?
That would be the intestines.
Ooh, the intestines, okay? These are your small intestines. This thing around here is your large intestine, and actually linked to it behind this thing here is this sac in here, which is known as your stomach. Okay, this is your digestive system. When you eat, your food goes down into your mouth. It comes into this sac known as the stomach, and then it heads on an amazing journey through all of these tubes. And that is how the energy gets taken out. So your job is, I want you to find out all about the digestive system. This is your new research, and I'm going to show your research tomorrow. So do you know anything about the digestive system whilst I write this on the board?
I know that digestive biscuits are really good in a cup of tea. The reason I'm here, children, while Sir is doing that, is after Mr. Jordan has finished his stream, at 11 o'clock today, I'll be doing my own Year 2 stream. It's going to be on literacy. It's going to be around writing and using the lenses from our writing rainbow. We're going to look at some images and we're going to try and come up with sentences together. If you want to join that live stream after Mr. Jordan's is finished,
Stomach.
that's how you spell stomach, sir. If you want to watch that after Mr. Jordan is finished, if you go to YouTube, if you go to playlists and Year 2 live, you'll find the video in there. It'll have a live chat as well, so you can talk directly to me as well. Hope to see some of you over there helping our Year 2s with their sentence building, and I'll see you at 11. Bye.
Brilliant. I can't wait for that. So many live streams, so many things for you to be doing now, which is really fantastic. So this is your job. You're going to find out about the digestive system, which is, well, it's more than 3 parts. These are the 3 main parts. We've got the stomach, the small intestine, and the large intestine. And your research, and I'd like it to look a little bit like some of these fantastic pieces of work. I'd like a drawing. I'd like some facts. This is proper home learning. Rather than me telling you, it's you going out and finding out. This is the kind of thing you'll be doing when you get to secondary, especially when you get to university. It's you going out and doing the research. Let's have a look. Is there anything that anybody has got any questions or anything that they would like to say before we go? And I will have a little look in the chat. How do you sign in? No one has to sign in for any of the live streams. That's one of the best things about these YouTube live streams. All you need to do is click on it. So if you go and have a look around the school YouTube, you can find live streams. Mr. Keeling's doing the one with some of the Year 2 work as well, which is very good for us to do. But also I know Mr. Moore is doing one with some Year 4 work as well. So you can go and find out which one you want to watch. Yeah, you can leave now. We've got to about 1:45. So thank you so much, those of you here. I'm going to hang around just to see if there's any questions. So goodbye to anybody who is finished now and wants to leave. Well done for joining in. Go and watch the personification video. Yeah, and I want you to do some of the work on personification. If you are struggling with division, go and find the division video that I've done. It is on the Year 3 class page, but you can find it on the YouTube channel as well. And the research for tomorrow is to find out about the digestive system. My mummy sent an email, sir. Can you reply? I will have a look. If there are emails asking about Spelling Shed, then you need to find the password on Google Classroom. It's been posted on your class pages. I've had lots of parents emailing me about this. I don't know. They're all on a list on Google Classrooms. That's the best way to find them. Bye to those of you who are going. Oh, wait, then what would be the point of going to university if you don't learn anything? You do learn stuff. You're taught things, but also you go and do your own learning. The best way often for you to learn something is to find it out yourself. One of the big problems with children today is they are spoon-fed everything. Okay, but actually, if you have to go and hunt out a book, find out what it means, understand all the words yourselves, it's one of the best ways of learning something. So you are being taught things as well, but you're being directed in your learning. That is the point of university. It's very smart people explaining to you how to go and find out what you need to find out. So it's a great time. Intestines are 10 meters long. Fine, get the research, write it down for me. Any more questions, please? Well then, we will go through, check if there's any specific questions on the emails, and we will answer them. Goodbye to those of you who are going. I'm just checking, is anybody else asking any more names? Yes, Rainbow, please put your full name as well. We need to know who you are. You love your body, that's really good. Spelling Shed login, people are asking, it is on your Google Classroom. You know all your division, well done. Spelling Shed login, Ridwan, have you checked your Google Classroom? If you checked your Google Classroom and it's really still not on there, then can you email me? But tell me in the email you've checked, and I will go and double check everything. Okay, done. Well done, those of you saying goodbye. Goodbye to everybody. Anybody else got any more questions? I'm just reading through. Why do we need teeth? Great question. We can find out about that. I've even got some teeth to have a little look at. Yes, Rainbow is freeze. Not your full name. You can keep Rainbow, but who are you, Rainbow? Bye. Thank you to everybody. Thank you, Sultan Sanjar. Yeah, Sultan, you've been doing some great work. Well done. Keep it up. Read the email questions. I do read all of them. Okay, so Rainbow, who are you? Please complete the register. Oh yeah, register. Don't forget to do that. Find out about the teeth and get back to me, please. Those of you who are asking about that. Find out about the intestines. Any more questions? Thank you. Bye, guys. Lovely to see you. Do we need teeth? Yes, you do need teeth. Find out. Go and do some research, and we'll talk about it. I've got some teeth. We'll look at it. Have fun. Yep, bye. Okay, guys. See you tomorrow, 10 o'clock. Don't forget to register. Bye-bye.